Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. I'm going to do almost a daily update, technical analysis on oil and gas. We are at a very pivotal point right now. The pivotal point is when the gold to oil ratio breaks out to the downside, and we could see a massive move in oil. A massive outperformance. The money flows are choosing oil over gold at the moment. And we could see a continued outperformance of oil at any point. We've seen strong oil. We're coming up to a resistance level. We break that resistance level. It's gonna change some portfolios. I'll put it that way. It's gonna potentially change my life even, and hopefully change your lives. But we're coming up, and it's a point that I'd like to show everybody of what we're trying to do. So here we go. This is, again, guys, this is just my financial opinion. It's not advice. So here we go. I'm gonna zoom out here. I'm gonna draw in a line right off the bat. So we broke this downtrend in oil, and here it is. And we're coming on up. We came out, we back tested, and then we're coming on up. It's at 73.30. We've had Hurricane Ida. We're at low inventory levels. We've got natural gas at $25 MMBTU in Europe. It is cruising higher. There's projections where it could be maybe even $100 per MMBTU if we hit a cold winter. And I think one energy area, coal and natural gas, those energy areas, if they go through the roof, I think it will impact oil as well. The whole everywhere. And it's going to affect and impact absolutely everything in the world because those prices are going to compete with our prices. And oil companies are going to want to sell, and natural gas companies are going to want to sell their natural gas and oil and liquefied natural gas overseas for a huge premium, which will drive prices up in the States even. But we're breaking down trend lines like nothing in oil. We broke this one here, moved on up, created another one, breaking on up. So I think an opportunities here. This is a bigger, longer term view on oil. Again, guys, this is breaking out right now. And looking at this, and I'm going to draw one more line here just to show you guys. This is a big deal. This is a huge deal. We've got this line going across here. We've got some support there going across, and then we broke out the downtrend line here. And we're coming up. If we break through, I think if we close above 80, 75, 80, somewhere in that range in there, we're going to see a big move higher, a big move. And it could be fast, maybe not, I don't know, but we're right there. And I'm locked and loaded for it. And hopefully you guys have done your due diligence and done your investing, because I'm not trading in and out, I'm holding on. And this could be a big move. Now, looking at the gold to oil ratio, this ratio tells us favorability. It tells us that things are changing. This ratio usually peaks earlier in the cycle. And the reason it peaks earlier in the cycle is because commodities, oil is the number one commodity. And oil is an input cost for almost everything, because energy is the underlying structural, fundamental things that we use work for in society. It's oil. And when oil goes up, your energy input costs go up. And oil is also number one commodity, like in plastics and all this other stuff that's used in consumables and products. When this breaks lower, it is telling us, which is right at the line right now, we're about to break to the downside, that we are entering a different phase than 2008 to 2021. This will be a different phase when this contracts and goes lower. It means that we're entering a commodity cycle, and that we're going to see an inflationary period, is my guess. We bottomed last time at about a 1-to-5, 1-to-6 ratio down here. We're going to break through this, and you could see oil start cruising. You're going to see the CPI index go up for inflation. You're going to see interest rates go up. You're going to see a lot of things change, even in your life. The costs of products go up. The cost of heating your house, the cost of everything. And you may even see your wages go up with inflation, perhaps. But I'm staring at this guy right here. I'm looking for a break lower. If we get this break, which I think we will when looking at these prices, we are breaking out to the upside. We're breaking out to the upside here, and we're seeing weakness in gold. I think this is in the bag for it to continue lower. And you're going to see a big ratio break right here, right now, and we're going to head lower, signaling that a commodity boom is underway and that we're going to have an inflationary period, I think. Natural gas, that obviously got the memo. It is on full frontal attack on higher. A nice good 5% update today. It's still over $5 a MMBTU. So that one looks good. The companies, this is starting to look fantastic, guys. This guy's ready to rip through. We're right there at resistance here. And you draw it across, we're right there. We're right in this area. We break through here, and if oil breaks higher, God, this is going to be a really good investment, I think. CDEV, we've got a bullish engulfing pattern. It came up, came down, back tested roughly to where it was at. Another bullish engulfing pattern. We're coming on up, and I think it's going to be see you wouldn't want to be a cheetah style. When we break $6 and when we break $7.50, it's going to be a big move, I think. Another leg higher, and this could be the first leg here, a big first leg, and this could be the third leg of the move, which is going to be a big move if it's a Elliott wave. SM Energy's also, it's on board as well. It's coming up to 2387. I think this it's get a little sticky in here, but I think once we get past it, you could see another large move higher. Money flows are coming in. So that looks good. Recaf, I'm looking for Recaf to move. Come on, man. What are you doing down here? We got nice little wicks at the bottom. We've got some support. Every time it comes down here, it contracts down. I'd like to see it just pop higher here. Looks like we have unloaded in it, guys. I bought it, and I'm not endorsing it. You guys can do what you want, but I'm looking at it right there to break. That's what I want to see. Break through this guy, because we've got a wedge pattern. I'll put the bottom of it in here. Right there. We got this wedge going on. And I'm hoping we can break to the upside. And with oil going to the upside, I don't see why this wouldn't break to the upside. Crew Energy, that obviously is on board. They're part of the crew. Haha. But this thing is looking good. 13.5%. Looks like it's flirting with all-time highs. Or 52-week highs, sorry. 52-week highs. Nice, good volume. Crew is part of the crew. Athabasca Oil's coming into a little bit of selling pressure today, but if oil continues to move up, bullish engulfing here, comes back to where the beginning is almost, or just below, and we're moving on up. I think we're going to be strong. Contango Oil and Gas looking strong, broken down trend, everything looks good. GTE up 7%, that's looking good. We still have to break this big downtrend line. Tellurian, I think that broke its downtrend line. It's going to be cruising. This is a really good one to hold on to, everybody. Yeah, there it is. There's the break, the back test, and then the move higher. Buying the back test, it's always a good thing. So that looks good. Tetra Technologies, another one I own. This thing looks like the service companies are a little bit delayed. So that might be a good spot to look if you guys are looking. But this thing looks like it wants to break at any second here. Move on higher. Rig's another one to look at. Deep sea, or more of a drilling company. We're switching gears here to solar. Again, this looks like it's breaking to the upside. You can see it move up today. And I bet you we're going to see a big move coming up. I'm locked and loaded in this stuff, guys. I've been buying it. I still hold my Sunworks. It's testing my faith down here, but we do have looks like a little reversal pattern, a little hammer pattern that we could move on higher, hopefully. Fuel cell, I own this one as well. I bought it down here, and it looks like it's heading on higher. So this one looks good. We got nice, good, strong closing on both of these days. I think it looks like it wants to go higher. We've got a broken down trend line. If you can take it from here, that's basically broken. It chilled out, and then we're moving on up. Nice big bullish, almost a bullish engulfing on this day here. But hold on to it, guys. Let's see what this thing can do. Let's rock it higher here. SOL looks like it's forming a pattern. Let's see if we can get it to move. Come on, baby. And SunPower's, it's got a little resistance here at this 50-day. It's still running into some resistance here. But that's what I have for the day today. I mean, oil, guys, this could be big. And if we see that ratio break to the downside, I mean, it's game on. It is game on. Like, I'm ready for this because I overweighted oil. I've got good stakes. The ones that I have good stakes in are SM Energy, CDEV, CPE, Tellurian, GTE. I mean, I have all those companies. MCF, Athabasca Oil I picked up a little bit later. Crew Energy, I got a good stake in that. And they're big now. Like, they're up hundreds of percents. Some of them are up. I think SM Energy, I'm up maybe 1,300%, 1,400%. Crew Energy's up 400, 500, 600, whatever it is, 400 something percent. There's a bunch, 400, 500, 600% up. Tetra Technologies has done very well for me as well, TTI. And there's no way I'm selling these guys. There's no way. With this in front of us, with the expansionary phase of real estate, with the values so low, the gold to oil ratio at 23, we're about to break to the downside. This is like game on. The Super Bowl's coming, guys. The Super Bowl's coming. It's right in front of us. Well, it's right here. And who sells their tickets right before the Super Bowl, unless you're going to get a lot of money, right? But, I mean, these were free. Let's say they're free tickets. We bought them when they were super cheap. And right now, let's enjoy the game. Let's enjoy this game. Let's kick back, enjoy the game, watch our accounts go up. That's what I'm waiting for. And if we get oil to break this, I'm going to say if we get a close at like $80 a barrel, oh man, this is going to be big. Because there's not much resistance up there. I think we're going to continue to just chug higher. And we may chug higher the entire time. We might not have too much of a pullback. Again, I don't know the path. I know we're cheap. I know the conditions are good. And we're just now wondering how good are the conditions and how high are we going to go. And that's why we use the ratios. That's what's going to tell us our value. If we get to a 1-to-6 ratio, I mean, that's up there. Oil is going to be quite expensive, and it could happen in a year or two. So let's see what happens. Fingers crossed here. I'm holding on, and let's watch this. Let's watch this game unfold. If you guys like the content, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.